Are you new to League of Legends? Haven't found out which champion suits you? Is every champion you play too challenging or too complex? Well, we've composed an inventory of the simplest champions perfect for the beginners alongside a rune page for every champion to assist you to get started. Number 10. Master E. Master E may be a hyper carry melee assassin, usually played within the jungle. He often plays top or mid, but his landing potential is low since he features a weak early game. Master E's bread and butter is on his Q, which allows him to teleport to his targets, dealing massive damage to the target and several other enemies. During the duration, Master E becomes non-targetable. This ability may be a great gap closer, also as an excellent way to dodge incoming skills. While his early game could be a touch weak, his mid to late game is quite structured for it. He can easily destroy his teams alone and potentially 1v5s if under the proper circumstances. It is easy to start playing out Master Yi, and he is a forgiving champion to play. He is possibly the simplest champion to hold once fed and doesn't require any complex mechanics to play. Number 9. Annie. Next up is Annie. She is typically played within the middle lane, but she will even be supported within the bottom lane. Unlike Master Yi, Annie relies more on her abilities than basic attacks. She has a good range of capabilities which allows her to poke enemies from a certain distance. Annie may be a very easy champion to farm with. Her Q has reduced cooldown and costs no mana when it kills a minion, allowing her to farm together with her Q. This is often great if you're bad at farming, otherwise you keep missing the farm, making Annie an excellent selection for beginners. Annie also has incredible bursts of energy and a CC stun, allowing her to vary a fight's outcome easily if she lands her ultimate paired with the stun. Generally, all you would like to do with Annie is farm early game using your Q, and after you get your ultimate, you'll either roam to assist opposing lanes or play aggressively against your lane opponent. Number 8. Garen. Garen may be a top lane fighter champion that doesn't use skill shots or mana. Garen is okay early game, mid game, and late game. He is not weak at any points within the game and isn't too strong at any specific points either. He's just okay at everything. He's okay at doing damage, and he's okay at being a tank. Garen's abilities are very simple and straightforward to use. He's excellent alone in 1v1 fights, and has passive health regen, which is ideal for staying in the lane longer. Since Garen doesn't use any mana, you'll easily spam his abilities on enemy champions and minions, so you don't miss any at farm. Garen is an all-in-all, really easy to play champion, with an honest kit that's okay at everything. Number 7. Malphite. Malphite may be an excellent team champion who will find strong combos for his teams to follow up on. He has an excellent poke with his Q, which does damage supporting his APs and slows the targets. It's a point and click ability, so you really can't miss. Malphite's strongest ability is his ultimate. Malphite's ultimate is one among the strongest within the game. Malphite rushes in and knocks up all enemy units in the target location while also dealing massive damage. This enables his teammates to end all the enemies caught in Malphite's ultimates with ease. Because of this simple kit, it's easy to use but compelling ultimate. Malphite features a great beginner's kit because as long as you can land that ultimate, you're helping your team win. Number 6. Amumu. Amumu is an AP jungler that focuses on crowd control stuns. He can easily clear jungle camps together with his E and W. His ganks are deadly since his Q is often cast from an extended range and may deliver an efficient stun, while his ultimate stun everyone during a large revolve around him. Amumu's ult is paired with his Q is nearly as devastating as Malphite's ult, with an extended stun that will affect the enemy whole team and deal quite a bit of damage, while your team picks them off one by one. Amumu has a ton of mana, so it'd be hard to remain within the jungle or gank lanes if you don't have a blue buff. Amumu also is played as a support, but he does better within the jungle. Number 5. Miss Fortune. Miss Fortune may be the simple yet effectively strong ADC champion. She has a passive movement speed, which allows her to run away or catch up to enemies. She can freely poke or harass together with her Q, which may bounce off champions as minions so that she will do damage from a secure distance. Her Q and E are great for harassing enemies from a distance for selecting off farm. Misfortune's ultimate does massive damage in team fights. It's great paired up with Malphite or Amumu's ultimate. Misfortune's ultimate alone, if positioned correctly, can destroy entire teams. Number 4. Soroka. Soroka may be a simple and straightforward support champion who will heal her entire team, also adds too many CCs to the enemy team. Her W may be a point-and-click ability that heals allies at the value of their health. She will heal and save her teammates and will ensure her team survives a team fight. Soroka's E silences everyone during a target, and after some time, it stuns them. This ability is great in team fights because it immobilizes entire teams. Her ultimate heals everyone on her team, making her a true savior that's easy to play but also very effective. Number 3. Blitzcrank. Blitzcrank is another support on this list. He can pick off enemies one by one by using his hook, Q, and pair it up with additional CCs using his E and Supreme. Targets caught by Blitzcrank hook usually die, lose half their HP, or use most of their abilities on the flee. Blitzcrank's kit is extremely simple. His Q hooks targets, his W gives him movement speed, his E allows him to auto attack to try double damage and knock up targets. E is typically paired together with his Q, and his ultimate does damage to everyone around him and silences them. Blitzcrank simple kit and CC makes him an honest pick for beginners eager to play as a support. Number 2. Ahri. Ahri may be a mid laner with a good sustained range, CC, and mobility. She will quickly enter and out of fights together with her ultimate, heal and poke together with her Q and CC targets, together with her E. Ahri's abilities are simple and straightforward, while still being effective in every way. Each ability features a specific use, whether it's healing, CC, deed, engaging, etc. Ahri has it all, which makes her an excellent overall beginner pick. Honorable mentions: Darius. Darius has always been a fun beginner pick for the top lane. He's strong, early within the match, and may seriously bully their opponents. His bleed, slow, snare are all found on his insta-kill ultimate perfectly. Darius' ultimate resets its cooldown once you kill an enemy champion, so you'll become a terror in team fights. Sorts of many champions on this list. He's pretty easy to find because you do not have to worry about your aim. His rework has only made him stronger by healing components to Sesame's ability. Seraphine, the starry-eyed songstress. The starry-eyed songstress is one of the only recent characters and also really powerful ones. Seraphine can hear the souls of people. She managed to show chaos into a symphony by singing to the planets as a sort of response to the music she's constantly given. As a champion in Summoner's Rift, her skills synergize with each other. She does okay in both mid lane and within the bottom lane for being supported, although she could be better in one among those two. She's straightforward to use, and just pressing all her skills is enough for her to do something useful. Number 1. Morgana. Morgana is an AP mage who will be played as a mid laner or as a support. She has one of the longest roots within the game, and her Q and the strongest of shields. Her E gives a shield that forestalls all sorts of CCs. Her E is a great for wave clears, and her ultimate can slow and stun enemies all around you, which is great for team fights. So that's it for today's video, you guys. I hope you found this video interesting and useful. Until next time, stay tuned and bye-bye.